short range of the Fnatic comp, but if you look on the other side, Mad Lion's very short range as well, so it's not like we're going to have one of those traditional range wars that we saw a little bit yesterday.
No, but this what is really easy for Mad Lion to do when you have that knock wave and look for a dive. Elioya trying to be there preemptively. Now knowing that he was not on the bot side, Armut should get an indicator he's top, and well, he knows now.
Flash away by Armut, wrong side of the pillar there. Razork's looking for the chase, flash forward, has that lethal tempo as well with the red buff sticking in. Ruthless Predator enough. And Wonder culls the Meek in the top lane.
Yeah, and it's just like that. Great.
He should be able to get level 5 off of this, and that he will. Now he's looking to invade. He has the push in mid with Humanoid getting level 6. Wonder also
Niski's
level 6.
First though, so he can react first. Paranoia coming out as Niski looks for the fight here. Elioya trying to put the damage down, picks the buckler up for a little bit of a shield. The fear going down onto Razork as well. Slicing Maelstrom just short. The pillar was perfectly placed. Armut wasn't able to get into the fight, but already Mad Lions have got 1 kill out of it. Armut chased off with the Chaos Storm. It's going to be 2 for 1 in favor of Fnatic.
Yeah, that's great stuff from Fnatic there. They come in with a proactive play with Humanoid having the prior mid. Yes, he's
there by the Fnatic bot lane. Very patient. Niski has his eyes. Oh, hang on a second. No, it's Humanoid. Going aggressive onto Niski there. He does have the level advantage. Going to force him back. Renekton on the way down as well. Looks like he was spotted on that ward by the Herald. And Niski's just going to be forced to play defensively. He's aware that the threat of a dive is very real.
No.
He's got no spell shield as well because he used it on that Chaos Storm. Wonder Blast cones forward. Niski, where you gonna go? No flash, Paranoia, an option spell shield comes up, but he's still stunned, and Niski will fall underneath the tower. Gravity well used. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? There we are, Wonder takes it.
And once again, it's these 3 prio lanes you have. It makes the early game so easy for Fnatic to play. Top lane, well, I'm just going to move down after pushing in my wave. Now Wonder can move up towards top and collect what he missed. Gonna miss it a little
Cross map is good. And Elioya's doing what he can here, trying to punish the Fnatic bot lane. We recognize Jungler's top side. Upset and Hylissang, they're not really too afraid of this. They still have a 20 CS lead. And you can see all these wards littered around the bot side of the map. No TP available for Wonder. Haven't hit that 14-minute mark yet either, so I think they're feeling pretty confident in their aggression.
But the issue as well for Mad here is they lost a blue buff, they lost a kill in the mid lane, and they're losing a Rift Herald, and they've only been able to take 1 plate out of this. Now the TP is going to come down towards the bottom side. Niski's going to try and join this. Does have that Paranoia, and it looks like they're going to go for a little bit of a dive. No matter on Upset or Hylissang, as Unforgiven can step forward. Apotheosis up in 1 second. They go in. Niski's the one to tank it. The fear coming out. Unforgiven actually tanked the tower instead. He has to flash away, but they're going to get 2 out of this. Hylissang taken out by Elioya. Niski! Oh! As close as you can be, Niski walks out alive.
And a great dive by Mad Lions. You can see Fnatic, they had the reaction to it. Humanoid was around, but the way the play was orchestrated by Mad Lions with Elioya popping him away and Niski following through with the Paranoia was great. Now top side.
Yeah, where's Armut going to go? He's already used the flash underneath the tower. Razork can tank it. Subjugate makes him pretty darn beefy at the moment, and that is another kill over to Wonder in the top lane. 4-0
has that flash, of course, when he had to tank up that turret, because there was an opportunity to go there, but with Humanoid stabilizing the play, and once again, mid lane prio, Razork starting up the objective.
100 gold. You see Humanoid and Razork following up close behind. Niski has very much been shut out of this game, still only at 4,000 gold on that mid laner. You can see he's 30 CS down, as well as Kaiser is caught down towards the bottom side. Can't get away, can't remount. Kaiser will be taken down by Upset. Unforgiven walks away.
I actually believe game in Fnatic, they are just the one demolishing, running with it right now. Humanoid having shoved in that mid lane can just pay Armut a visit. He might not die, but they get another turret for sure. Armut.
Caught up in the gravity field, is stunned. Ruthless Predator can follow it up. Double stun is enough. No escape for Armut. He went for the Sork boots as well.
Into playoffs as well. Just diluting that into what we have currently here. Fnatic has just completely ramped up into playoff form, and you can see it in this game as well. Second Rift Herald is going to be spawning in 20 seconds, and before that, Fnatic are just forcing them away from their turrets. Now they're coming in with a wave. Wonder is around. They can't just continue the siege.
Wonder's just going for it. Pops the Dominus, caught out with the steadfast presence. Is able to dash away, but Niski's behind him. This is going to be a huge shutdown. Who's going to get it on Mad Lions? It's Niski. Give some gold to the Nocturne. See perhaps if he can do something special. Paranoia going forward as Mad Lions look for more. Apotheosis catches onto 3. Lucian trying to flash away as Upset is able to escape. The chase continues for Niski, but now he's not got a Yumi on his shoulders, and the Keeper's verdict only finds 1 person guilty. Niski tries to turn it back around, but Upset finds the double with a double shot, and that is enough for Fnatic to advance once again.
A flash on the back of Niski would have been enough, but a good bubble from Hylissang protects his AD carry, and now Fnatic have their eyes down. Another kill as Elioya drops, the tower drops, and Fnatic walk away the victors.
And that's the thing with Nami. You think Lucian can potentially just deploy the Rift Herald immediately and start the siege up for themselves. Unforgiven off, well, Shelly goes on a little bit of a walkabout here.
Home, man.
Ultimate drop, strong. Niski. The TP is coming in.
Elioya's low though, Paranoia on towards the backline. Humanoid there, there's a slicing Maelstrom as a possibility for Armut. They get onto Humanoid, the final chapter's gonna lock him up in spot as well. One shut down over to Mad Lions, but Niski's gonna pay for it with his life. Wonder as well just came in behind them, just walked around them it seems. No TP burn by him. As Fnatic continue the chase forward, Apotheosis more like an antithesis there for Mad Lions. Fnatic push in with the Rift Herald, it's gonna get another charge, and this should be an inhibitor at least.
A sub 20-minute inhibitor. The question is, will they look to end the game
It's
here?
still 15
they
seconds.
Still have 4 members alive. They still
another
have
charge.
Shelly alive here.
Surely not. Surely not.
They're looking
60
at
HP
it.
is
It's
continuing.
right now.
Armut just auto it once! No dancing Shelly for you, but the second Nexus tower is going to fall in sub 20 minutes. Fnatic are pounding on the Nexus. An absolute shellacking and demolition. Upset dodging it to the side as much as he can, but the Nexus will fall in 19 minutes
What?
and 35 seconds. Fnatic just dismantle Mad Lions.
That's just impression. Fastest game of playoffs coming through here for Fnatic and against Mad Lions of none others. Fnatic, they found a lead in the early game and they just never let that go. Quite often we see a few teams get a bit too overexcited, start overextending their welcome, but not Fnatic this time around. The only instance was Wonder. What a clean game from them.
I mean, it all started with Razork once again. His gank into the top lane and the way in which they further enabled that, and how he completely mitigated anything that Elioya on his LeBlanc once again. This was banned in game 1, will be left open game 2, and I think Fnatic is once again very happy with their draft. You look at the matchups and you can say a very powerful mid-jungle duo. They have a very powerful...
Ganking.
It's going to be spotted on the ward here.
Well,
Can they make this gank work?
We saw Razork make one like this work in game 1. Wonder can skip and slash away, but doesn't have flash on this Gwen. He's forced back, dodges away from the Q, dodges away from the Dark and Blade knockup, but gets hit with the secondary. Armut looking for that third, the vital point hit. Wonder taken out for first blood. Now Razork flashing forward. Armut still has the flash of his own, but the pillar once again perfectly placed. He dodges away from it.
He doesn't have W.
Umbral trespass, enough. Umbral dash, infernal dash. Whatever that one's called from Aatrox, as he's for Fnatic's liking. You can see Elioya trying to get up towards this top side once again. Wonder, of course, no sums on him. TP burnt, Way pushing in as well. No one here to protect him as Elioya could look for something. A lot of minions here, though. Wonder will be able to heal up a little bit with that snip. Wonder coming in, dodging away to the side, but Elioya able to get him with the CC. Wonder puts the hallowed path down, but isn't able to escape.
And that's big.
Towards the top side, knows that Wonder is susceptible to another gank. We'll see who wins out this 2v2. Yeah, that's what I was debating.
I feel like Trundle has the inherent advantage, but let's find out.
I mean, it's Lethal Tempo and Conqueror versus Conqueror and Arcane Comet. Armut already down to about half HP. Wonder dodging to the side. Knock up though onto Razork, and already he's down. Wonder trying to trade back onto Armut, but he just can't get the damage down. Those scissors not sharp enough to slice through Armut.
It seems that our question is answered swiftly as Armut and Elioya come out on top once again. Humanoid now on the move as Niski is forced to stay in his lane. Can Humanoid get something back for Fnatic?
Doesn't really look like it, and what was really crucial there, if you had a look at some of the timers, Wunda did not have the ignite in time. Had that been earlier there to deal with some of the healing potential to come through in Armut, they may have blown it up immediately. Unfortunately, that was not the case, and no, surely not.
Just repeat it. Just repeat it. Wonder locked up once again up towards the top side, tries to trade onto Armut. His 6 needle work, not enough. Armut ticking to the ignite, but he can walk away from that one.
That was so close, you can see the second proc of the ultimate off in time, which means that he will walk away as the victor. 4 kills for Mad, but now Fnatic are looking to strike back in mid.
Niski dodges through the Spirit Rush, but a great chase by Humanoid, as you say. One last charge available, but the root coming out. Niski trying to get away. Should actually be able to escape this one. Still has the flash as well.
And Humanoid pretty much played that as good as he could have in that instance. Unfortunately, they're not able to net the kill. Upset.
Heals coming out on either side.
And aggressive.
There's still a barrier on Unforgiven as well, so he knew he was pretty safe in that situation. Looks like they're going to try and freeze the wave as Razork went in for this red buff. Upset and Hillosang trying to give him some time on this, but Razork, well, he had a stellar first game. He was the talk of the town, but now all he's going to do is go back to the fountain. Unforgiven over to the side. Actually, Razork may be able to escape. Kaiser jumps onto Elioya. The Aquaprism hitting as well. The barrier popped by Unforgiven as they continue to chase forward. Unforgiven does have the flash. Elioya does not. Razork, though, has the frozen domain to get himself away. Hillosang low as well. Flash boomerang prediction. Unforgiven finds his man.
And that's just beautiful.
When often you just see junglers sitting there farming with her, but the way in which Elioya is using her, permanently ganking, her ability to actually set up these ganks is very effective. Charm lands on a Razor.
Final chapter coming out as well. I don't think they knew that Unforgiven and Kaiser were going to be here. Razor tries to get away, but Niski takes him down for the second time this game.
And great rotations coming through from Unforgiven and Kaiser. They know that
this time round, but not in the way that Fnatic would like. 0-3 for Wonder, 0-2 for Razor. They have been completely shut down in this early game. Upset goes in for another trade.
On the hunt coming out, Unforgiven with a spell shield, tanking up as much as he can, but it's just not enough. Upset wins out the 2v2 alongside Hylissang. Kaiser coming across as well. Humanoid coming down as well.
Get the push. He just throws Q down. He doesn't even care about trading with Humanoid, because the thing about LeBlanc, her wave clear sucks. So she has to invest a lot to be able to clear these towers. Razork now in danger.
Has to flash away. The chase is on with the cease and desist, and already Razork is down. Final chapter coming out. Elioya on the backline, though, taken out in response. Dies to the subjugate. Niski being chased away. Humanoid coming in. The chains land across the wall. Niski's going to get rooted by that, but the rest of Fnatic not in a position to follow up.
Just feels like we haven't seen a chain miss just yet. Top side.
Oh, he catches him. Flashes forward with the Q3, and Armored gets the solo kill.
Yeah, just pays it back there. You remember game one with Wunder being the one pushing Armored away from the turret.
Winning their second LEC title. Obviously in spring, things kind of fell apart, but with the introduction of Niski, they rose to the top tied for, well, not quite tied first, but almost.
But one of the reasons why it's also been put down here inevitably. Now just waiting and pushing in, shoving waves. It just feels like with the priority they had on Drake, that's going to be the win condition for Elioya.
Flash forward in front of Razor means it's a counter flash from Elioya. Subjugate taking Needlework going in as well. Not quite. They get it with the Ignite and the Subjugate. I thought that was not going to be enough. Now Tidal Wave coming in for the chase as well.
Kaiser's caught off.
Dumped up to Kaiser. Kaiser able to get escape though. Hadn't been CC'd recently enough to stop that remount.
And that's where you open tap and
lose nothing on the top side for it.
And it just feels like Mad is in this position where they know they don't want to throw it away, right? We've seen it so many times where they just started to get over-aggressive, but this time around, they take everything
pushing that top wave. And Wonder once again forced to catch the bot wave. This is a window where they could tickle the Baron if they so fancy.
Just get out the feather duster and
get out the feather duster. Clean up the dust. Oh, they found Razork.
Looking to tickle Razork a little bit in the mid lane. Remember, no flash on that Trundle, but the subject does come down. Culling used as well. Tidal Wave. Cease and desist onto the backline. Mad Lions trying to collapse onto this. Wonder not with the team right now. Razork able to get away, but the charm hits onto him. However, the turnaround, Fnatic on the side. The shutdown going down onto Armored. Razork able to survive the whole thing. Mad Lions now on the retreat. And this is a bad timing for Mad Lions. 40 seconds on Armored. He will have the TP to come back. Unforgiven chased away as well.
Yeah, I mean, the only silver lining for Mad Lions is the fact that Armored was the one who fell down. If Elioya dies when he's diving that far forward with no one who can follow up, that could have just been the Baron now.
Niski, no Banshees there, no way away. One last auto shut down for Upset. More gold in Upset.
The only way Mad lose this game
Baron
is by making silly mistakes.
Baron.
This could be another one.
You say Baron, Niski does have teleport, but he's only up.
Mad Lions gained control of the top side jungle. Armored looking for a little bit more.
That's
Charm gonna hit onto Razork. He does still have the flash, but he's got nowhere to go. He's rooted for the entirety of his lifespan. Next up is Wonder. No way for him to get up, and Mad Lions pick off two. Another Charm! Oh my god, Niski, that was beautiful. Upset and Hylissang retreating, trying to get back to their fountain, trying to get back to some semblance of hope, but Hylissang will not escape. Upset the last man standing.
That's 40-second death timers on Humanoid and Wonder. I wonder what they want to do with this. They have a mid lane pushing in. They have Baron up for the cards if they want to do that. And they don't want to risk the end. As you say, Vedius, Baron has to be the play here.
It's the safer option, and of course it does put you at risk of going for another fight, but I think just secure the Baron, set up for the dragon spawning in a minute's time. Don't get too over-eager, especially with Upset still alive. But what a great fight for the Mad Lions. Finally, they're able to find that payoff. They're able to find that pick onto Razork, and they convert it into something even bigger.
So, they are going to burst it down in time, but Razork did have that flash. He did have Smite. If he could make it in time, that's not going to be the case. And it all, they won the fight, they get the Baron, and now they'll finally, after long-awaited time, pick up that Infernal Soul.
As Mad Lions now to ring around the Rosies, go down towards that bottom side and look for their second inhibitor tower of the push. TP coming in by Armored as he wants to make sure that this turret does fall, and it will. Fnatic very much on the back foot. Humanoid trying to put some damage down, but only breaks the Banshees on Niski. First inhibitor down of the game, first inhibitor of the series for Mad Lions, and followed up quite shortly by the second as Mad Lions look to close this one out.
And just like that, Humanoid did pick up the Rabadon's death cap, but I don't think that's going to be enough when you're playing up against these Baron up minions. The siege continues, and the tidal wave starts it out for Fnatic, but it doesn't amount to much as the minion waves comes in towards these Nexus towers.
Charms are so lethal this lane to the game.
Armored stepping forward, lands the Infernal Chains. First Nexus tower does fall. Double cannon minions still pushing in. Not even the supers yet for Mad Lions. 30 seconds left on the Baron. They're looking to continue this push, continue their advance towards their first win of playoffs. Oh,
the damage from Unforgiven
against
here.
Rogue, obviously. But yeah, They will be able to take that second Nexus Tower. Mad Lions looking to even out this series. Subjugate going down onto Armor, but he still has the GA. Niski on the back line shut down. But Mad Lions can just focus down the Nexus, and they will take their first win of the series.
A couple moments where it was looking a little shaky for Mad. It felt like they were trying to force plays that they didn't need to force. Perhaps they go a little hot-headed, but ultimately they will tie up the series with Fnatic. Definitely showcasing that they're not down and out. Game 1 was a bit of a rough one, but Mad Lions definitely looking to go toe-to-toe with Fnatic.
Yeah, and I mean, despite how the late game went, I think we can all agree that it's dictated by the early game who really gets to be in this position.
The junglers, man. Junglers
exactly, it is just the jungle div this time around, and despite Razork being the one who found the invade, who looked to be the one pushing himself ahead, I think Elyoya found a really intelligent adaptation that was very simple, which was literally camp top again and again and again, and I'm just not going to go for a reset. That really just piloted the lead forward in the early game for Mad Lions.
Put them in such a strong position. Now Fnatic are the ones on the back foot trying to have to work out how they can deal with this idea.
They cannot hop and skip around the map. This is something that Niski picked into Humanoid back in summer 2021 finals, into his Rise and his Sylas.
Stands out amongst the others, and his name is Hylissang. This is his 500th LEC game. Congratulations to Hylissang. He is one of the longest standing veteran players of the LEC. If you've ever watched our show, you will be familiar with this man. He will flash.
They don't know that, and that's crucial. So even though that, you know, that Wunder was down there, initially they don't actually know that Wunder does not have that teleport currently. I think we've seen this so many times with the Kalista as well, because you can just run forward.
Oh, so Hylissang, Kaiser flashes away, but the Ignite is ticking in the spears. Armin is back, the heal coming out. He's dead! Oh, Hylissang, you absolute darling. What a beautiful play by him.
But it's not just that. Look at the junglers too. They're still brawling.
Razork has the flash. Arctic Assault, possibly. I didn't see if he took Flail of the Northern Winds.
And Razork on a pink board. This is not fun to play.
Yeah, it's the wave is in a very awkward spot too, because you can see based on the number of minions. Oh, good flash.
Razork flashing in, looking for the CC on Kaiser. They get it. They lock him down with a stun, and the final spear will be enough. Kaiser falls for the second time this game. Razork takes it.
And you talked about it, Guldborg. We looked at the wave stage. Subset going to have another opportunity to represent Europe on the international stage, and with this form, he is looking good. Humanoid now making his way down, will be spotted on the control ward, but it looks like Mad can't stop it.
Got that Petrifying Gaze stolen away. TP coming in. The Handshake's going to pull Humanoid back. Doesn't have the flash. Remember here, Petrifying Gaze dodged by Unforgiven, and Humanoid now is in for a world of hurt. Armut there in time, and Armut takes the kill.
And that's great, because even on the top side as well, Wunder's going to push it in, but look at the map positioning.
Forces Fnatic back. Niski coming so close to getting a number of kills here, ends up falling just short, but he's doing very well in the farm department. And even though Fnatic find themselves with an early gold lead, Mad are in a position to claw that back.
Niski no flash. Miasma coming down, Call of the Forge got dodge back, dodge forwards. They look for the Brittle.
He's pushing them back.
Pushing back. Dominus coming out, Petrifying Gaze wide though there by Niski, and now he's caught in the midst of Humanoid. Niski though with a bailout. Humanoid just falls after it. No bailout there for Niski. Cassiopeia cannot come back to life. Wunder trading against Elyoya should just be able to force him away here. And Elyoya backs away underneath the tower.
And that could have been huge in terms of map tempo as well if Niski does not die.
In the form of Brawn, Ornn, and Sejuani. But do you have the damage needed?
What
Flash from Upset.
Bait's cool. They're just looking to dive Unforgiven underneath the tower, and they're doing exactly that.
Very clean.
Incredibly clean. Razork though caught out with the Cyclone here. Handshake's going to pull him back as well as he flashes and dashes down towards the bottom lane.
Yeah, flashes down towards the safe. He's going to be exchanging farm. Humanoid can move up towards that top side. Or rather, Niski can to just set up a play if they want to go for that outer turret. But looks like all of them, 4-man, just going to go for those reset timers, see if they can pick anything up. TP coming through though.
Kaiser caught out with a Glacial Fissure. Flash in by Hylissang as they look at the concussive blows, and Kaiser has nowhere to go. Humanoid with his first kill of the game. Armut was able to dodge away from the call.
Humanoid doesn't have the mana to really contest this unless Razork can get a cheeky steal, which he is looking for. Upset is there.
No Fate's cool, no Glacial Fissure. Only the Glacial Prism coming in. Razork though immediately just dashes in. Ruthless Predator suns him up, and Razork, that was a little bit overeager, my friend. Niski takes the kill.
All of this. They allowed Niski to get the top tower. He then resets. They move into mid, get the push there, and now they have the Herald for bot. They can threaten the dive and then set up for the Dragon right after.
No TP available for Fnatic. Wunder trying to do what he can against Armut. Call of the Forge God coming out as well. He'll try and clear out the way, but he's rooted up with the handshake from Kaiser. Tower falls, Cyclone goes down, and Wunder calling on a Forge God. You feel he's praying to anyone that can listen, but there's no one up there to hear him. He will fall. Rift Herald will get another charge.
Yeah, Wunder has shown many miracles on the tower before. This time around, he's not going to be the one with Riftel being there now, it goes as Vedius was saying, they can move back, start up the Drake if they want to.
And I think what's great here from Mad Lions as well as their lane assignments, they actually send Nisqy from top down towards the Drake. They keep Armored up top lane, but it looks like Fnatic is actually looking to contest.
Armored
no, it's Armored with the engage.
Glacial Prism used, but Armored's now going to be caught out. Bait's called short by Hiller, saying no flash for him to get over that wall either. Armored able to escape. It was a bait, mate. The TP came in, and Mad Lions retreat with the Dragon.
I rate it 8 out of 8. Of course, it is a big...
A steal once again on Nisqy's ultimate. Actually, he can't. There's a banshee on it right now. So if they can pop that, they can get the
Well, you've got Call of the Forge God, right? You can always just pop it with that from long range. No flash on Nisqy. There's the Banshees down. Humanoid clearing out this control ward down towards the bottom side. There's the Call of the Forge God. Razzle going in with the Glacial Prism as well, but a great hostile takeover. Then stolen away. Humanoid down towards the bottom side, fighting against 4 members of Mad. Unforgiven in the midst of it all as Armor has to flash away, but he will fall. Elioya looking for Humanoid. Razzle still chasing into Nisqy. Nisqy has to cleanse. The Petrifying Gaze not enough. The cleanse not enough. And Upset starts to shred through them. That's 2. Elioya falls. Fnatic force a fight in the river, and they clean up Mad Lions.
A beautiful team fight from Fnatic there, and just like bowling pins, they fall down to Wunder's ultimate that really sets this all up. Big fight for Fnatic that has been struggling to leave a mark in this game in terms of finding the play and the bailout on him when he was flashing away, so that was a little bit awkward at the same time too. Now Baron has just been started off. Death timers are completed, and Mad Lions are around, but no jungler, as you're saying. Let's see how this goes.
Infernum? No, Wunder takes it. That's the Baron over to Fnatic. 24 minutes in.
A few seconds, but good damage done from Fnatic. They should be able to secure one more tower. And they're looking for an engage on Elioya.
Yeah,
Ultimate lands.
Coming out. Elioya does have the flash. We'll use it. Call of the Fortune coming out as well. Lands the knock-up. Upset looking for a bit more damage, but can't quite find it. Hostile takeover. Only hits onto one. Armor now chasing onto Wunder, who uses that Bellow's Breath for the Unstoppable. Dodges away from the stun. Mad Lions lose their guns on Unforgiven. You've got Nisqy as well, who can absolutely melt through this. Already down to 11,000 HP. Where are the rest of Fnatic? They reset, they recalled now. They're looking to try and join the fight. Hostile takeover going in. Elioya able to dodge to the side of it. The Zerg on the back line is a lot of damage. The Baron down to 4,000. Fnatic have been able to keep it aggroed. Elioya doesn't really have a way into the pit because he's got no flash, he's got no health, and he's got really nothing here at all. Hostile takeover coming out. I was able to dodge to the side of it. Petrifying Gaze only going to hit onto one. They're going to try and take down Razzle. He flashes, but he dies to the poison. Cyanide in his veins. Nisqy looking for it. Petrifying Gaze in by Humanoid though, and that's 1. Nisqy trying to do what he can, but he just can't do enough. Unforgiven low as well, and Fnatic and Humanoid find everything they want out of the fight. The triple kill going over to Upset in the end. The double TP to the mid lane. Fnatic are looking to make this 2-1.
The carries come up clutch once again for Fnatic. Humanoid and Upset with just a stellar performance in the team fight. They may have lost Razork, but the front line did not die. And as you say, Medic, Fnatic is looking to go 2-1 up in this series and looking to bring us to match point.
It was close until it wasn't. For a while there was hope on Nisqy, a lot of weight on his shoulders, but Fnatic relieved him of it. Relieved him of it very quickly. 1 game away from Malmo. Fnatic make it 2-1.
And what a way to do it as well. Not through the jungle this time around, but straight up to the old reliable, the Fnatic Classic.
Yep.
Just straight up flashing in level 1 from Hylissang. You get the signature moves coming out from all of the boys there. And it was close, as you said, Medic, until it wasn't. And it's just Fnatic really just pushing home the lead they get from the early game.
Just a really impressive performance from the bot lane overall from Fnatic. We could see those
graphics should read Mad Trail Series 1 and 2, by the way, because obviously Fnatic lead the series 2 and 1. They're not trailing.
Yes. It's a very mobile comp. Gwen, you also then have Lucian. Like, I feel like it can be very difficult to actually play the Lee Sin in this draft.
And I think some of the issues they had before is that the engage is kind of limited from Mad Lions. Of course, it's there with the insect kicks.
I'm not sure if Elioya was able to skirt around that ward.
It's a dive angle.
But Humanoid is making
his way
towards the bot. Oh!
He did just use it.
He did just use it. Right. But here we are, Unforgiven now getting dived by Razzle.
TP coming out immediately from Nisqy. The dive is on, but the barrier available for Unforgiven. It survives as long as he can, but so clean, as you say, from Fnatic. They might go for a redive here. I think Kaiser is unable to remount. No, he's managed to get into Nisqy. Hylissang looking for a little bit. No one taking the tower right now. Razork can step forward. Nisqy with the stun card. They're waiting, they're waiting. Razork didn't tank. when he took the stun card, that's 3. Razork will die in the end, and Lyoya is here, dives onto Hylissang, but can't do too much. That was so well played by Razork not to tank the tower as he took the stun card.
Fnatic with a very clean dive in the early game. It's exactly who will go for the first base. Humanoid now moving up towards top. The ping already coming down onto the Twisted Fate. They made the call. Can Nisqy respond?
Wonder looking for the needle work here. Armut trying to trade in with those Infernal Chains. Razork walking just past the wave here. Still only level 5. Destiny was popped by Nisqy. Razork knew that he couldn't take that trade any further if there was an extra man, a supplementary play. As Armut looks for the flash forward. World Ender coming out as well.
Oh, clutch!
Oh, Razork! Oh, what a play by Razork! His evolution as a...
And you have to throw some criticism towards Armut here because he had information on where Razork was. And the play was incredible. The pillar was perfectly placed. A dive in the bot lane.
Upset cleansing away here. Unforgiven though, healed up with the zoom. He's here to tank very low. Razork here in time has the subjugate, puts it down, takes the tower, and that is another one over to Upset. Make it 2 as he slays the cat afterwards.
They just continue on the bot side, and remember, Nisqy used his ultimate on the top exchange earlier. It didn't really...
Now the Rift Herald will be dropped a little bit late, but it should be thrown down in the mid lane.
Yep.
Secure Nisqy a few more plates. Will they actually be able to lock this one up? You can see Razork on his way.
I'm pretty sure he's going to get a charge in. They will try and stop it. Razork trying
No
to come in
flash
from
on
the
Nisqy.
side as well. No flash on Nisqy. They're just going to let the Rift Herald charge forward. Stun card locked. Nisqy trying to get away, but you just can't escape. The Rift Herald was a bait for Fnatic, and they find the pick.
Yeah,
Going to Worlds into the play-in stage where they might meet some of our CB LoL brethren who are familiar with the 7-1 scoreline that they are currently falling to. Razork trying to get the fight down towards this bottom side. The tidal wave going in. Unforgiven, able to spell shielded up. Razork exhausted, but he's still very healthy as Lyoya joins the fray. Unforgiven, Razork just turns it back into him. The Destiny coming out, and that might be a little bit too deep from Razork. He will get shut down. Nisqy takes him. Outset dodging to the side as well. The Cullen coming out, but Lyoya tanking that for days as he gets his first kill of the game.
A big overstep there from Fnatic, but they're not going to be too upset about it. Look at that mid lane tower.
Late Drake is being picked up here. I think one of the latest one I've seen, 15 minutes. So that means at least from the side of Matt Lyons, if it comes down to like Drake stacking up win control.
And Humanoid have been playing very well throughout playoffs with the entire Fnatic roster, but Razork has really been a standout. And we often highlight kill participation as a big highlight for Razork in particular, just because of how involved he is with the kills. And right now he's going to involve himself in some more.
Tidal wave coming in from the backside. The stun's going to land onto Nisqy, and he's already down. Upset looking for Unforgiven as well, and he wins that 1v1. A 2-level advantage to the Gale Force forward is enough. Lyoya trying to do what he can. Kaiser dodging in and out. Armut forced away. The Rift Herald charge can come in, but perhaps Fnatic are looking to beat their own record from earlier in the day. Armut healed up just a little bit. Rift Herald charges in once again. This will be the inhibitor tower down. The inhibitor next on the menu. It looks like Fnatic are going to back away. They won't take the inhibitor yet. Only 18 minutes on the clock. Rift Herald charges in. Actually looks like Mad Lions might look to give this one up. No minion wave here means that Rift Herald's not going to be stopped. Will Armut cull it, or will they just let the Sivir eat these super minions?
That's exactly what's happening right here. They're saying it's still very much early in the game, even though the Rift inhibitor goes down now. We will have super minions coming through. Baron won't be up, and because of that, you won't benefit of the pressure you usually get of the super minions. So what's they going to do?
Mad Lions, but right now they are just retreating, just foregoing their towers as Fnatic raise them to the ground. Cullen coming out. Nisqy flashes away, pops the stopwatch, but in the gravity field with a tidal wave on his way, that Tsunami finds its mark. Razork trading its four up towards the top side. Wonder trying to come in from the side as well as Razork will go down. Lyoya takes him. The chase is on, and Hylissang as the Sonic Wave is flashed away from. Upset though still has a lot of damage here, and Wonder has the flank position. Needlework going in, only lands onto one. He only has one item so far, and Wonder actually may have overstayed his welcome a little bit as Mad Lions try and collapse. The Infernal Chains lands. Wonder not pulled back, dodges the Sonic Wave as well somehow. Darking Blade from Armators. Upset now the one to advance to step forward for Fnatic, but the healing and the shielding from the Yuumi is just too much for Fnatic to deal with. Lyoya on the longest flank doesn't have the kick, doesn't have that Dragon's Rage. Still lands, tries to land the Sonic Wave. Kaiser going in, the shutdown going down as the Victor's taken out of the fight. Wonder next on the menu as the Sonic Wave hits once again. The TP coming in as Nisqy tries to join this fray. Upset trying to get away as well, and he is dominating. Another Sonic Wave from Lyoya, but instead they'll just take out Hylissang. Lyoya dives underneath the tower. They're looking for Upset as well with the Destiny coming in, and Upset will fall the shutdown to Nisqy. And what a fight this is for Mad Lions. Wonder survives. He takes down one, but Mad Lions found exactly what they needed.
And just while that, they finally pick up the team fight. But look at the base. That's the big one. Had Humanoid not gone down, they could have just TP'd in. And they will get at least one of these Nexus turrets, I believe. Yeah, there it falls. So despite it looking great for Mad Lions, the fact that that bottom lane inhibitor had been taken.
It's around for Mad Lions. They might just look for the mid lane towers. That Baron not going down too quickly.
No, but it just looks like they want to turn. You can see the positioning of Wonder as well. And Mad Lions, they kind of just called the bluff. They have a second blue trinket coming through. Lyoya with a Yuumi on top. I think he's fine.
He puts the Everfrost down. Gold card comes in, lands a stun in the Hallowed Mist. Sonic Wave onto Humanoid as well. You have to look to see where Elioya can get up to the backline, but immediately Mad Lions are split off two fronts. Blast Cone away, Elioya can dash across the wall as well. But there's a tower here. They might just have to tank it up. Mad Lions are going to do exactly that as Razork and Humanoid coming in from the side. Upset! Oh, almost got the damage down. They turn it back around onto Humanoid. Armored has a Kaiser on his shoulders, and Humanoid is down as something and takes the kill. Razork next on the menu, and once again Fnatic overstep, Fnatic overstay, and Mad Lions pounce.
They're looking to continue the dive. The stun lands on the Upset, and he will drop.
The cleanse is just not enough. 4 more kills to Mad Lions. And say what you damn want about this team. They are not
In this game, the fact that they are able to navigate their way around that fight, Armut coming in clutch with the Aatrox at the end, and this could very well
Razork has
be
flash.
the Baron.
got
Razork
Blast
now
Gun
here,
and
flash,
Flash.
smite, here we go.
He's done it before.
No vision, there's the control ward.
Razork
Two Mad
kick.
Lions throw it
Razork
away.
has the
Razork has the
kick.
kick. Elioya has the kick. Razork's on the
Elioya,
triangle.
that's
He
the
might
right.
like the kick as he could blast cone in here. They're looking for it. Razork flashes in. It's secured by Elioya. Humanoid now. Hex getting behind them as Razork should be the first to fall in this fight. He's somehow surviving with the subjugate with the tidal wave. And Humanoid's on the back line. The Chaos Storm! A storm, a tempest for Mad Lions. They're locked in the pit. And Humanoid has locked them in there with him. Elioya trying to trade onto Humanoid. Trying to do what he can, but he just can't do enough. The XK won't save him. Only Nisqy survives as Fnatic rout them in the river.
Mad Lions, they get the Baron by the
Level advantage for the Mad Lions top laner. Elioya, they know he's there. They know he's in the vicinity at least, and he is spotted out. He now dives into the pit with the Sonic Wave. Looks like Wonder's going to back and then TP back if he needs, but already they've caught out Razork. Final chapter coming out. Subjugate the heals though. Armor very low already. He's popped the World Ender as Upset looks for the backline exhausted.
Upset!
But Unforgiven Upset just takes him out. Nisqy next on the menu for Upset, and he will not be denied his spot in Malmo. Upset finds 2. He's looking for 3. Elioya slowed. The TP in behind them as well as Humanoid looks to cut them off. It's Wonder, in fact. Armor forced up to the top side. Wonder's going to chase Elioya down towards the bottom side. Armor trying to do what he can with the Darking Blade, but he just doesn't have the healing. He doesn't have enough. Kaiser locked up. Fnatic clean him up. Only Elioya stands.
The Quadra is delayed, but it is a Quadra nonetheless. Upset in the final moments once again comes up massive. He has the Nexus in his eyes, and he is looking to secure Fnatic top 3 in the LEC.
20 playoffs and 12 finals. Fnatic don't want to stop there. They're looking for number 30.
And they ramp up for it. Rogue waiting for them. Fnatic, the plot armor continues, as it has been foretold. And what a game. It just seems like it's a team that keeps elevating themselves as well. We saw a lot of dominant bot play style coming through in the Misfits series. We see it again in this one. But also Humanoid stepping up immensely, washing away the reputation he got from this regular season, and now shining, stepping up in playoffs. Humanoid have returned.
Fnatic looking to emulate their lower bracket run from last year. They find themselves in top 3 once again. They will be going up against Rogue once again. Last year it was a 3-0 for Fnatic when facing up against Rogue. And Fnatic are looking good. Upset appears to be in form. Humanoid in form. And they will take down last year's champions. Fnatic will secure a top 3 spot here in the LEC Summer 2022.
And for Mad Lions, they just have